The title of this message is Can You Find Love in Business? Yes, you can. Business is double love. This is obvious. Business is double love perfectly in the hopscotch pattern. Okay, take every second letter and you get love number one. All the remaining letters is love number two. Business equals worship. Okay, what is God's business? Love. God is love. Okay, God is equals love. Okay, and worship equals double love. Okay. The greatest commandment is you shall love God with all your heart, and the second greatest commandment, you shall love your neighbor as yourself. Jesus said, did you not know that I must be about my Father's business? And he said again later, my Father worketh up until now, and I also work. As long as I am in the world, I am the light of the world. And he heals someone in love. Jesus is God. He is the second member of the Trinity. Is your business love? Is that your business? Do you view everything in your business through the eyes of love? God is love. This is so huge. The first thing you have to do is do the math yourself, get the letters business on the page in front of you, write the numbers down from each letter, okay? Add up every second letter, okay? B, S, I, E, S. Yes, okay. So the first team takes 5 letters, captures the first letter and the last letter and 3 in the middle. And then the second team is U, U-I-E-S, I believe. U-I-E-S. Excuse me, there are four letters apiece, excuse me. So the first team is B-S, jeez, B-S-I-E-S. My gosh. Anyways, B-S-I-E-S. Yeah, that's love number one. What's the second team then? No, B-S... B-S-N-S, excuse me. Oh my gosh, that's embarrassing. Well, we got through it. So the first team is B-S-N-S equals love in 4 letters. Just like love is 4 letters. And then the other team is U-I-E-S. Okay? Fine. Okay, so business is 8 letters. 4 letters, add to L-O-V-E. The other 4 letters, add to L-O-V-E. Okay. Anyways, we got through that. Fine. So, business is supposed to be love. That is what your business is. So the entire world needs a fixing up here of what the word business is. What does it mean to be about your business, to be about God's business? Well, the way you find out is by reading the Gospels of Jesus, and especially the parts where he talked about work, okay, and what meaningful work looks like, okay. God is love, okay. Jesus said, did you not know that I must be about my Father's business? You know, and that was when Jesus was 12 years old. He was in the temple, okay, talking with the leading theologians of the day. Essentially, he was performing an act of love. He was actually educating them about God, okay, which was an act of love. And together, okay, Jesus was effectively leading them in worship, okay, because worship is the knowledge of God, okay. To know God is to worship him, okay, and to know him more and to learn more about him. So that's what Jesus was doing at age 12. You can read that story for yourself when he says, did you not know that I must be about my Father's business? Okay. So business equals worship. Okay. If you want to look at the business of the people, the created beings that are the very closest to God and dwell in his presence day and night without fail, All of them are worshipers. That is their full-time business. That is their full-time occupation, is to worship God. Revelation chapter 4 will give, it takes one chapter. You can read Revelation chapter 4 in less than a minute. It's like, and see what the creatures closest to God the Father do day and night. They worship. Their business is worship. That is what they do. That is what their occupation is. So in the sovereignty of God, the word business equals worship, equals double love, equals double thank. Thank equals love. Okay? And all of the creatures closest to God around his throne do nothing except thank God and love God and worship God. Okay? The greatest commandment is to love God and love your neighbors yourself. Jesus promoted Mary rather than Martha. Mary was the worshiper. Martha was busy with all sorts of activities. Martha thought she was doing good busyness. And Mary was the one that was actually doing the better business of worshiping God. So as you just do the math on the word business and realize that it equals worship in two flawless, there's many words where God does equal teams in the hopscotch effect. Every second letter added up equals the same total as the other set, like oxygen, okay, is 2 teams of 45. Business is 2 teams of 54, which is love, okay. No, mankind's business, according to God, who is Jesus Christ, is love. That is what your daily business is. And the word business is double love. Okay, and there's a host of famous double loves, like full moon, and just a ton of them. Okay, but isn't it interesting? I would even go, this is really cool now. The Bible talks in particular about the two greatest commandments. When people ask Jesus, what is the greatest commandment? He gave them 2, and they're both love. Number 1, you shall love the Lord your God with all your heart. Number 2, you shall love your neighbor as yourself. He says that's your business. That is your job. That is your full-time business. Love. So the word business is a pair of loves. The one, okay, B-S-N-S. The other, U-I-E-S. Okay. Love number 1 in your business is to love God. Love number 2 in your business is to love people as yourself. That's your business. Your business is not to make as much money as you can for yourself and your family. I'm sorry. Your number 1 business is to love God. It's like business equals worship. It's just like love, love, love. Okay? And in order for you to know what the definition of love is, according to God, you need to read the Holy Bible. You need to read the words of Jesus. Jesus said, greater love has no man than this, and he who lays down his life for his friends. And you have to labor for the glory and the teachings of Jesus Christ. That is your act of love to the Master. And finally, 1 Corinthians chapter 13 gives an excellent definition of some of the characteristics of true love. And it's just like the entire Gospel of John, the entire book of 1 John, love, love, love. Okay, so that was a long message on just the fact that the word business equals double love equals worship. Okay, equals double thank. But I encourage you to come to your own conclusions based on that math. It's like, are you living a life of love? Is your business, is your life, is your business a love-centric life and business? If it's not, it's like, reread the sacred letters of Jesus. Ask him to speak to you in your silent, generous prayer time, and just redirect your life to the promotion of love, because that's what it's actually all about, and you can do the math on the word business.